Hi, beginning band. It's Mrs. Partapillo. I'm here ready for another great lesson with band. I hope your instruments have been out and about and you've been using them and practicing. Today we're going to do some things that we did last week. We're also going to move on a tad and we're going to prepare ourselves for a practice test over the phone or in a Zoom meeting. I'm sure some of you would like to do that, like to play for each other and see your friends. So we're going to go through our lesson and we'll talk about that playing test in just a bit. Go ahead and get your books out, ready to go. We're going to review 2 songs today. We're going to jump back to number 38 first. So go ahead and go back to Shoe Fly. We're going to start with Shoe Fly today. With Shoe Fly, we are in 2/4, so we only have 2 beats in each measure. And the quarter note gets 1 beat. So we count 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Remember this one? It's been a while. The other thing I wanted to tell you about is maybe you heard me saying it when I was counting. We've got some places where we have tied notes. 1, 2, 2. We hold a note on beat 2 over count 1 if it's tied. Okay, you see that actually in the first measure of this song. Flutes, I see D, B flat, C. We hold that B flat for 2 counts over the bar line. Clarinets and trumpets, you have at the first measure E, C, D. Got those tied notes right away there. Okay, let's play it. There is no repeat. You're supposed to play 4 measures before you take a breath, so be paying attention to those breath marks too. Okay, here we go. The first note, flutes, is a D for you. Clarinets, trumpets, E. Let's all play our first note together and make sure we've got it. Did it sound right? Okay, I'm going to count 1, 2, ready, go, and then we'll play. You're welcome to just listen the first time if you'd like. That way you can get this tune back in your head, or finger along as you hear it too. 1, 2, ready, play. Fun! Let's do it again. This time play along if you weren't. And let's go a little slower to get this back in our fingers. 1, 2, ready. Good. Now, keep your instrument out. We're going to do it again, but this time we're just going to sing note names as we finger along. I'm switching over to flutes this time. 1, 2, here we go. D, B flat, C, D, E flat, C, C, A, B flat, C, D, B flat, D, B flat, C, D, E flat, C, F, 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 E flat, D, C, B flat. Again, same thing, but this time I'm fingering along with the clarinets and playing clarinet and trumpet note names. 1, 2, ready, go. E, C, D, E, F, D, D, B, C, D, E, C, E, C, D, E, F, D, G, 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 F, E, D, C. Good. Let's play it once more. 1, 2, ready, go. Nice job, beginning band. Go on to the next page, number 39. Russian folk song is what we're doing next. Number 39, Russian folk song. And this is also a duet. So we'll practice both A and B. The other thing we need to take note of is there's a spot or two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots I think I see, where we hold one note and smoothly connect it to the next note. Remember, we make those legato. We don't tongue each of them. The first one is tongued, but the second one is connected and it's not tongued, okay? There's 2 other symbols to look for in Russian folk song. This symbol, a dot slash another dot, means to play the previous measure. It's kind of like a repeat, the one measure right after. And then at the very end, you see a repeat sign. So that means we have to do the whole thing twice, don't we? Maybe you noticed this one is by Ludwig van Beethoven. Remember, he lost his hearing as a composer, and he wrote some amazing pieces in spite of being deaf. Quite amazing for him and for his compositions that you might hear. Let's start with A today, all of us doing part A, and then we'll all practice part B, and then we'll decide which one you want to play on your own then. Okay, so A. 1, 2, ready, go. There we go. We played A part twice because of that repeat. Let's play B. I'm going to stay in clarinet for this. B. So it should sound lower. Very similar style with how we hold those notes and make them smooth, some of them. First note, B flat for flutes, C for clarinets and trumpets. Okay. 1, 2, ready, go. Fun piece, isn't it? Okay, let's do one more time on this and decide if you want to do A or B. I'm actually going to play the first time through A and the second time B. If you'd like to switch like I am, that's fine. We're going to do it twice through like the repeat says, and you choose which one you'd like to do. I'm going to switch instruments. And I hope you're playing all the time regardless of what instrument I play. Remember, this is beginning band for everybody, not just the instrument I'm playing. Okay? 1, 2, ready, go. on. We're going further in the book. 76, please. 76. Baroque March. We worked on this a little bit last week. Baroque March has accents. Those little arrows under the notes means to give it a little bit of extra emphasis, maybe a little bit of an extra loudness as well. We want those notes to stand out. This piece is by George Friedrich Handel. Remember, he was from the Baroque period. He was English. He wrote Messiah. Remember that? Now, in Baroque March, it is a march tempo. 5th and 6th grade, we've talked about marches. Remember, they need to literally be the tempo that we could march to, so it's not too fast, not too slow either. We've also got spots where 2 notes are slurred and connected together, such as the first 2 notes of the song. Ta, ta. We tongue the first one. We let the second one just be connected and smooth. And then the second to last measure, we have ta, 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 ta. That second to last measure is probably one of the trickier measures of this piece. C, B flat, A flat, C, right, for you flutes. Clarinets and trumpets, you have D, C, B flat, D, C, okay. Trumpets, we have B flats. Remember, B flats are piston 1. Clarinets, you have B flats, which is not the middle finger down below, but the first one. That's your B flat down below. Flutes, you have A flat, so that's using your little pinky, right, for all the A flats. We've got a low A flat and a high one. Let's play this piece. We're not going to do the repeat right now because I'm going to play one time through for each instrument group, because this is the playing test piece, and I want you to be well prepared for this, and I want you to get a chance to hear it on your instrument too. So everyone together, let's start it. We're going to play slow, and I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, and then you're coming in on 4, aren't you? Because the first measure does not have the first 3 beats. You come in on 4, okay? And we come in on a good, strong forte. See that in the music? Our dynamic level does not change, so the whole piece is strong and loud. Okay, if you want to just listen the first time, that was probably a good option, because this is a playing test. You want to make sure you hear it well, so then you can play it well. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you've heard it once. Now let's all play together. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm sorry. We got to try that again for my sake. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. That's on flute. Everyone again, this time I'm playing it on clarinet, so clarinets, you get a chance. Remember, middle finger is not the right B, it's the first B. That's the B flat. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, trumpets, your turn. Piston 1 for the low B flat and the high B flat. Trumpets, 1, 2, 3. We've heard Baroque March by all of the instruments. I hope you'll be prepared. As I mentioned earlier, Baroque March 76 is the playing test. You have two options. You can either call me over the phone Friday morning, 10 a.m. to 12 noon. This is April 24th. I want you to call me. Or if you can make it, Beginning Band will have a Zoom meeting over the computer or your iPad or your phone. Friday, 12:30 to about 1. We might finish a little early. We might finish quite early. I'm not sure. It just depends on who shows up for our Zoom meeting, okay? That will be quite fun. Remember on Zoom, if you haven't used it before, you actually can see each other. You can talk to one another. You can see me. There is some options I have, though, as far as who gets to talk and who gets the floor as far as speaking. So it will be great to show up with our instruments. I hope some of you will really make effort to make it to that Zoom meeting. Okay, let's go on to number 77, La Bamba. La Bamba is a Mexican folk song. You might have even heard it on the radio. There is a setting of it that really gets you moving and dancing. With this La Bamba, it is the tempo allegro, isn't it? Remember, allegro is not the fastest tempo. We've got vivace, we've got presto that are faster, but it is pretty quick. The other thing about this piece is we've got some accents, just like we saw a previous song, and we've got really important rests. Those rests are just as important as the music on this song. The other thing I want to remind you of is div stands for divide or division. So there's a spot where there's two notes at the same time. So you can choose if you want to play the higher note or the lower note. That's your choice. There's also a spot where it says unis, U-N-I-S, and that means unison. We're back playing not two notes, but back to just one note altogether. Okay, La Bamba. 1, 2, ready, go. Repeat. Rest. Yeah, this is such a fun piece. I hope you're enjoying it too. We're not at allegro yet, were we? We were much slower than allegro. The first measure and the last measure are the hardest measures of this song. So we're going to work on those two measures right now. First measure, I'm going to go extremely slow so you can hear the first measure. So trumpets, we had F, C, C, B flat, D, B natural, C. Clarinets, if you were playing, it would be F, C, C, B flat, D, B natural, C. Okay, that was clarinets. Flutes, if you're playing, it's E flat, B flat, B flat, A flat. That's the pinky, the little hook. C, A, not the hook note. A natural, B flat. That's that first measure. Let's try it all together again. The same slowness. 1, ready, go. Again, go. A little faster. Ready, go. A little faster, go. Little faster, go. That's about allegro right there. Remember, you can always pause this video and go back and try some of those things again if you're still struggling. You can always rewind this video. That's the best part of this band video. Now, last measure. That's another tricky one. Okay, last measure, we have E, G, G, B flat, A, G, F. Listen to the last measure, everyone. And that last note has the accent, doesn't it? We kind of give it a jab at the very end. Yeah, let's play it together. Last measure. Ready, go. And I'll switch instruments to play the beginning and ending measures. That way you can hear it. Clarinet, first measure. Last measure, clarinets. Yeah, my B flat was having a hard time. Remember that high B flat is front and back, just those two? That's the high B flat. That was the last measure. Flutes, for some reason, I find your two measures the hardest. So we've got high B flat, or high E flat, B flat, A flat, C, A natural. This is the natural B flat. Okay, so that's the first measure. And the last measure, flutes, D, F, F, A flat, G, F, E flat. Whoops, last measure. Again, last measure. Okay, you've all heard the whole song. You've heard the first and last measure. Those are the tricky ones. Let's do the whole thing. And when we do the whole thing, we're going to go allegro. We're going to go the speed that it says. Remember the divs, the spots where we split up? You choose the high one or the low one. 1 and 2 and ready, go. I messed up just a little bit there at the very end. I hope you have fun with that song. It's just a great time. 78 is a new one we're going to do. 78 is a skill builder. It says it's a test, but it's not a test for us, okay? With skill builder, we have 4 notes that are smooth and connected. That's the second measure. Do you see that in the second measure? 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2, and they're all connected. Okay? It's the same with the 4th measure and the 6th measure. The 7th measure you have 1 and, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Smooth, smooth. And then we finish with the last whole note. Okay, I'll play it once for you to hear, please, first. of those smooth spots, we've got to make sure we tongue just the first one and hold on and smooth out those last 3. 1, 2, beginning, go. Nice. And we'll finish today with 74. 74 is Verde Munter, that duet. We will do it 2 times straight through. I know there's no repeat sign, but I'd like to practice part A and part B since it's a duet. Everyone, here we go. This is the last thing for band today. 74, Verde Munter, the second to last measure. 1 and 2, 3, smooth tongue. Okay. 74, 2 times through. First time part A, second time part B. 1, ready, go. Nice job, beginning band. Can't wait to hear you play on the phone or come to our Zoom meeting on Friday. Happy practicing. Keep up that great work, and I can't wait to hear this 76. Bye. See you later.